are warming up tomorrow for Groundhog Day. By the afternoon, it'll be nice and sunny with temperatures climbing into the upper 60s and some spots even into the low 70s. But how long will the warm temperatures last? I'll have those details coming up.
Now at 10, an event in Aiken celebrating Rosa Parks tonight. We'll take you there. Plus, Augusta's mayor requesting to use the money he saved from last year, why he's seeing pushback. And big news for the Peach State when it comes to sports betting. The details as your news at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us tonight. Coverage you can count on begins as the Georgia Senate approved a new bill that would legalize sports betting in Georgia. Archit Seshadri has more from Atlanta.
A bill that comes up for debate nearly every session at the state capitol, sports betting, is now on its way to the state house after clearing the Senate.
It's mobile sports betting. This is not a physical location. You will do this via app on your phone. You cannot place a bet with a credit card or go into debt. You have to use an ACH or a debit card to place a wager on a sports team. This is already happening, but it's happening illegally in this state. Many people are already doing it. We have heat maps to show areas where this is happening, where people are using VPNs to circumvent the process.
This means you could legally make sports bets online with your mobile phone, but it would not allow for horse racing or casino gambling in Georgia. Advocates of casino gambling and sports betting say it would benefit Georgia by pumping in more money to the state's education system, as well as keep money here in the Peach State instead of people trickling to nearby states. Those who are opposed to it say casinos could bring in crime as well as drive away traffic and close down small businesses. Supporters of the measure say this would regulate and collect tax from sports betting, which they say is already going on in the state.
People would go to South Carolina or down to Florida to buy the tickets. So no better way than to do it. And hopefully that money will end up in our community.
But not everyone is thrilled by the measure, saying this takes away from other key issues under the Gold Dome, like healthcare and education.
I will tell you there are a lot of people outside forces that are proponents of it. I don't think that has a chance. Sports betting may have a chance, but again, that's to be determined.
Reporting on the Georgia State Capitol, Archit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
So how did you like the weather today? You want more of it? Let's check in with meteorologist Jennifer Tracci.
Well, it was a nice sunny day for sure. Temperatures were pretty comfortable as well. And now as we take a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at Augusta Regional Airport, it's a little bit breezy outside and we do have some clouds moving in. Today's high was up to 63 degrees and this morning was rather cold, 27, well below average. But notice right now it is much warmer than it was this time yesterday. 11 degrees warmer in Augusta, 10 degrees warmer in Sandersville. So we do have a southerly wind coming in along with an increase in clouds, and both those things help to keep us a bit warmer. So right now we're in the mid 40s for the most part. 42 in Thompson, 45 in Allendale, Augusta at 47, 43 in Millen and Swainsboro, Gibson at 42, and 46 in Waynesboro. Winds are coming in at 5 miles per hour here in town, 6 in Aiken, all from the southwest, 8 up in Edgefield. Now for satellite and radar, notice there's no rain, but we are seeing a decent bit of cloud cover moving in all across the two-state. High pressure still in control, but we'll have this cold front swing through the area by tomorrow evening. Notice not much rain associated with it though, and by the time it reaches us, no rain at all. It's only going to bring us a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow morning. We'll be in the mid-30s, 40 degrees by 8 a.m., so above freezing. And then we'll be warming up when the sun comes out tomorrow afternoon. Our temperature is nearing the 70-degree mark. It'll be a nice and sunny Saturday as well. And then we'll see a few showers moving in by Sunday evening. I'll have all the details on that coming up, but back to you, Jenny.
All right, thank you, Jenna. A 5-year-old from Emmanuel County is getting better after being hit by a car last night. Investigators say the hit and run took place at the child's home on Outler Circle in Emmanuel County. The suspect is identified as Joshua Walker Purvis of Kite, Georgia. He was arrested and taken to the Emmanuel County Jail for questioning.
All of them do an outstanding job. They come at the drop of a hat and stay until the job's over. They came out last night, worked diligently until they identified the man and searched every avenue they had and then came right back out first thing this morning. They're dedicated and they are look to a quick resolution, of which we had a quick resolution.
Investigators say the incident was an accident but turned criminal once Purvis fled the scene. The body found on a porch this week in Warrenville has been identified as 52-year-old Joseph A. Keenan Sr. He was found at a home on Augusta Road. Deputies say his death is suspicious. People we spoke with say they're concerned about recent crime. One of the loudest voices to cut spending in the Augusta budget is now asking the city to. It is the start of Black History Month, with leaders in Aiken honoring the legacy of Rosa Parks. Nikita Dennis is live now in the Satellite News Center with the details. Nikita?
Yeah, the Center for African American History, Arts, and Culture in Aiken is spreading the awareness of Transit Equity Day, a holiday put in place because of parks. Just days away from activist Rosa Parks' birthday, many across the CSRA are remembering her bravery. She refused to give up her seat on the back of a bus in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955. This would become the start of Transit Equity Day years later.
You know, when we talk about Rosa Parks, we generally talk about the bus ride and her sitting down and not continuing to stand, but there's a mantra that says she sat down so that we could stand up.
The Center for African American History, Arts, and Culture in Aiken held a panel Thursday with city leaders and local activists. They talked about the legacy of parks and how transit equity plays a major role in public transportation today.
Public transportation is an issue that is not just for persons transportation, but it gives people an option to take public transportation, but also it's a health issue.
Transit Equity Day also helps our local communities.
Many of us don't have transportation issues. We go to our car, turn it on. The major thing is where we're going to buy gas. But there are major parts of the community that don't have bus routes or transportation routes. East Augusta, where our church is basically serviced by public transportation.
Hudson Memorial CME and Sustainable CSRA will host a Part 2 to Transit Equity Day Saturday, giving a ride on Augusta Transit buses commemorating Rosa Parks. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF News Channel 6.
Still ahead, the Bassmaster Tournament is back at Clarksville Lake. We'll take a look when your news continues.
And we'll fall into the mid-30s for this first night of February. Our skies are partly cloudy, so some clouds expected for your Friday morning, then back to sunshine and a warm-up by Friday afternoon. All the details when we return.
The death of a loved is love, that Southern soul and song.
Bye. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Thursday evening. It was a beautiful sunny day, and now we are seeing some clouds move in. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over in Aiken. Dry tonight and chilly, 47 as our current temperature. Wind coming in from the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour. And around the CSRA, we're pretty much all in those mid-40s. 42 in Crawfordville, 41 in Thompson, Aiken at 45, 45 as well in Bamberg, 43 in Sylvania, and 46 in Waynesboro. Satellite and radar showing the clouds taking over the CSRA and really all of the two-state. High pressure still in control, but we are watching this cold front up in the Midwest. This will continue to sag down towards the south, and that'll bring us some clouds, but it actually won't bring us any rain, and it'll also bring a cool down by Saturday. But first, we're going to have a warm-up. So we have the southerly flow coming in ahead of that front, and that is going to warm us up all the way close to the 70-degree mark tomorrow. So starting out in the mid-30s with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. The sun comes out in the afternoon, and we'll be at 68 degrees by 2 o'clock. So not only is tomorrow Friday, but it's also Groundhog Day. Not my favorite holiday ever as a meteorologist. Of course, this is not a very accurate forecast, but it's always fun to see what the groundhog says. So here's the rules here. It's sort of like an equation. If we have a sunny day, that means Phil will see a shadow, and that also means 6 more weeks of winter. And then, of course, if it's a cloudy day, it's the opposite. So tomorrow for our Georgia groundhog, it's going to be a little bit tricky for General Lee because we do have the clouds in the morning, but they'll clear pretty quickly. So there is the chance that he won't see his shadow, which means in early spring. Now, for Phil up in Pennsylvania, it will be very, very cloudy over there. Now, as we jump ahead to the weekend, we're going to be dry on Saturday, but then rain moves in on Sunday, and that lingers into Monday as well. So kind of a split forecast this weekend. Saturday is definitely the better day for any outdoor activities, high of 60 degrees, so we will be cooling back down. And then on Sunday, all the way back down into the 50s, along with the clouds and rain. So here's a look at Futurecast starting out tomorrow morning. There's the clouds. They clear right around 7:30, right when Phil or General Lee starts to see a shadow. Then we'll see the clouds or the front coming in, no rain associated with it. Winds come back in from the north. That'll bring in the cooler air for Saturday. And then you can see the rain out to our west starting to creep in by Sunday afternoon. So this is a look at lunchtime on Sunday. There could be a chance of a few showers in our southwestern counties, then a better chance of rain late Sunday night into our Monday. Then that low pressure exits out into the Atlantic, and by Monday night, we will be drying out. Back to tonight, though, we'll be in the mid-30s for the most part. Highs tomorrow in the upper 60s, and some spots even making it to 70 degrees. In your 10-day forecast showing the sunshine Friday afternoon and all day long on Saturday. Back to cloud cover and the chance of rain Sunday and Monday. The rest of next week, we will be sunny, dry, with temperatures mostly in the low 60s.
All right, doesn't look too bad. Thanks a lot, Jenna. The Bassmaster College and Youth Fishing Tournament.
Come on in to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. It's tax time, so when that refund comes in, it's the perfect time to get the furniture you've always wanted. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Our physicians are capable of treating this condition.
Come on in to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. It's tax time, so when that refund comes in, it's the perfect time to get the appliances you've always wanted. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Wrestling into the best of St. John Palace. Make us your home, and we'll make your day every day.
Since 19...
Over the years, thousands of people have gotten their hands on one. And who knows, you could be next. Win your very own Good Morning Augusta coffee mug at WJBF.com/coffee club. Sponsored by Honda Cars of Aiken.
And last but not least, students in New York Shaker High School are putting down their phones and picking up a pen.
A group of students is turning back the clock to connect with others.
Trishna Begum shows us the valuable lessons they learned while connecting with others.
This was her first letter.
It's a letter Ellen Fitzgerald received from her 16-year-old pen pal.
I'm born in America with Chinese immigrant parents. My main interest and hobby is music.
What started as a class project has turned into a life lesson for the juniors in Dr. James Bell's English class at Shaker High.
They think more about what they want to say, and that deepens their thinking process.
We talk so much about life, about what we do.
And without the speed of instant communication, Bai Sheikh is quickly learning about the importance of slowing down.
She seems so much more relaxed, so much more calm. I mean, it might be because she's older.
In exchange, the seniors get just as much out of it.
I literally run back to my apartment with the letter and open it because I know what I put in my last letter to her. I'm wondering if she's going to answer some of those questions.
Yeah, to know that someone else actually held it before they put it in the envelope, they wrote it, they put it in the envelope, and even if it's typed on the computer, yes, it is. It's a personal, tactile kind of experience.
And Fitzgerald pours a lot of time into her correspondence.
And I write my letters out in longhand.
Then she types it out because many of the students no longer understand cursive. The time spent on it giving students in their last years of high school a more thoughtful approach to the art of communicating and seeing the person behind the words.
And I started to see her not so much as this vessel of this time capsule of all her experiences. It's more I saw her more as a human being, and I liked that.
Wow,
I
nothing
love
better.
that.
Yeah, nothing better than a
Really
handwritten letter.
nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Lost art almost.
Especially in cursive. Don't see that very often
True.
anymore. Well, for our forecast this week, it's going to be warm tomorrow. Upper 60s, close to the 70-degree marks. Clouds in the morning, but then we'll see the sun by the afternoon. Completely sunny and dry on Saturday. Then the clouds take over Sunday and Monday with a 40 to 50% chance of rain. Back down into the 50s briefly, then warming back up into the 60s by the middle of next week with sunny skies again.
The news continues at the top of the hour on WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Hogan's Heroes is next, right here on MeTV.